For most of human evolution, we lived in small tribes. When it came to finding love, a person back then had a few options. It was basically like that song, Love the One You're With. Now we live in an interconnected world, and relationships are becoming more transactional. It's more like Supertramp's Goodbye Stranger than Love the One You're With. This shift has happened to all types of human relationships. Like the Lemming movie producers, people bait each other for attention, clicks, followers, and votes. Even when the news is real, we have to deal with fake relevance. And don't even get me started on how the food industry baits us with fake foods. No wonder things don't feel quite right. Despite being more connected than ever, people feel alienated, scared, and alone. So we end up focusing more on ourselves. Mindfulness used to mean being mindful of other people, and now it has become a self-help movement. Advocacy used to mean speaking up for others, and now schools teach self-advocacy. Advice columns tell us to love ourselves. Maybe we should actually look at ourselves in the mirror to realize how narcissistic we are becoming. If only we weren't so busy editing our selfies. As if that weren't enough, media algorithms feed our confirmation bias and make it even harder to get out of our own heads or to see our blind spots. Connecting technologies are increasingly dividing us into silos that make us listen to each other even less. Yet the Burning Man culture reminds us that we long to take care of each other. It's our nature to nurture. Is there a way to combine the best of both worlds? Can technology connect us and unite us? And what can I do to contribute? Here's what I learned from my dad. When thinking about world issues, find a way to turn a they statement into an I statement. This takes a depressing third-person situation and turns it into a personal responsibility and an action item. For example, the statement, California is not doing enough to keep the highways clean, can be restated as, I need to adopt the neighborhood highway to keep it clean. Or if there is absolutely no way to turn it into a viable first-person sentence, then I can move on, knowing there's nothing I can do. The reverse process is cool too. When something good happens, turn an I statement into a you statement. The statement, I scored a game-winning goal, becomes, your pass led to the game-winning goal. This process helps me look for people to appreciate. This got me thinking, what if I took the statement, can technology unite us, and then restated it as, can I use technology to unite us? My grandpa, who is here in the audience, everyone give him a round of applause. He was a health communications expert at the World Bank. He taught me that it's not just the message that matters, but also how it's delivered. Neuroscience has shown us that people respond to the same message differently depending on the context, meaning who said it, the tone of voice, and so on. Let me share a quick example. We know that words heard by the right ear go to the left hemisphere of the brain, and words heard by the left ear go to the right side. The left hemisphere processes language and is more predisposed to positive impressions. Normally, this asymmetry does not make a difference because we hear with both ears. However, for whispering into one ear, or for hearing through headsets and earpieces, choosing the left or right ear could make a difference. A recent study showed that making a request into the right ear got far more positive responses than making the same request into the left ear. Think about that when you're about to whisper sweet nothings into someone's ear. Humor and music are also examples of ways to allow an audience to engage a message through different pathways in the brain than words alone. People tend to sing along, which reinforces messages, and people love to sing together, which spreads messages. This year happens to be the 50th anniversary of my grandpa being on the Walter Cronkite program for his work of putting health messages into pop songs. His effort landed him a scholarship to get a PhD in the United States, and that's a big part of the reason why I'm standing here today. More than ever, global connectivity has created an opportunity to spread the very best of our human values. My band is working on this through our love of music, and you too can do it through what you love to do. Technology connects us, and humans will unite us. I am proud to be a part of the generation that will be taking on these opportunities and challenges, and I'm especially proud to be a part of a band that is taking my grandpa's vision of social activism and pop culture and bringing it to the next generation. Thank you.